What if I told you that by the time you turn 80, your muscles could shrink by nearly half, and you might not even notice until it's too late? Most people think that losing strength is just part of growing old. But what if the real reason isn't age at all? It's called sarcopenia, a silent condition that begins in your 30s and speeds up after 60 by 80. Simple things like climbing stairs, getting out of a chair, or carrying groceries feel harder not because you're lazy or weak, but because your muscles are quietly disappearing, and doctors rarely explain this clearly. But here's the truth. Leading research from Harvard and the Mayo Clinic says that muscle loss can be reversed. In fact, some people in their 70s and 80s now move with the same strength and balance they had in their 40s. No, it's not magic. It's not genetics. It's a habit. And in this video, you're about to discover what it is and how to do it right. Before we dive in, hit the like button if you care about staying strong as you age, and let us know in the comments, when did you first start noticing a change in your strength? Before we reveal the daily habit that can restore your strength, let's take a closer look at what's actually happening inside your body. Your muscles aren't just disappearing out of nowhere. They're slowly breaking down because of hidden inflammation, poor movement quality, changing hormones, and one critical problem: your muscles aren't being activated enough. When your body doesn't get a clear signal to rebuild, it assumes you don't need those muscles anymore. And once that happens, your strength, balance, and metabolism begin to drop. Here's something that might surprise you. Every year, more than 300,000 older adults are hospitalized from falls caused by weak muscles. But it doesn't have to be this way. New research from Harvard, the Mayo Clinic, and the University of Texas shows that muscle loss can be slowed and even reversed by making one simple daily change. In one study, seniors gained over 3 pounds of lean muscle in just 12 weeks. No supplements, no painful workouts, just a smarter way to move that tells your body you still need strength. This isn't about pushing harder. It's about flipping on the biological switch that keeps your muscles alive. And in just a moment, you'll learn exactly what that switch is, plus the mistake most people make when they try to use it. So what's the one daily habit that can help older adults rebuild strength, regain lost muscle, and feel decades younger? It's something called progressive resistance training, but not the way most people imagine it. Many seniors are told to just walk more, do water aerobics, or lift small weights a few times a week. But here's the truth. Those activities aren't enough to truly rebuild muscle. According to leading research from Tufts University and McMaster University, what actually works is resistance that gradually increases over time, not repetition for its own sake, but real challenge. The key isn't how long you move, it's how deeply your muscles are being engaged. Safe, intentional resistance that slowly increases in intensity sends a signal to your body. Muscles are needed here. And once your body gets that message, it starts rebuilding. In one major study, older adults who did just 2 30-minute sessions a week, working until they reached light fatigue, gained significantly more strength than others who exercise 5 days a week with low effort. That means less time, more results. If the muscles are challenged the right way, what's really happening is powerful. This type of resistance training flips on your body's natural muscle-building systems. It activates anabolic pathways, the same biological processes that helped you grow stronger when you were young. If you don't send that signal, your body assumes you don't need muscle anymore. But if you do, even at 70 or 85, your body can respond just like it did in your 40s. And here's the best part. This habit doesn't require a gym or heavy weights. In fact, many of the most effective exercises used by high-performing older adults are simple movements done at home. Think isometric holds like pressing your palms into a wall, or eccentric movements like slowly lowering yourself down into a chair. Compound exercises like wall push-ups or resistance band rows activate multiple muscle groups at once. The goal is simple: gradually increase the challenge, track your progress, and work until your muscles feel a healthy level of fatigue, That's when the rebuilding begins. According to the Journal of Applied Physiology, even adults in their 90s regain muscle and strength in as little as 12 weeks. Using this method, still think it's too late. Your muscles are just waiting for the right reason to grow. This daily habit is that reason. Here's something many older adults never get told. It's not age that's holding you back, it's outdated advice. In fact, the way most seniors try to stay strong might actually be making things worse. Let's break this down. One of the biggest misunderstandings is this idea, as long as I move, I'm helping my muscles. But that's not entirely true. Your muscles don't care how long you move. They only respond when they're challenged, when they sense they're being pushed just enough to adapt and rebuild. That's why walking for an hour or lifting the same light weights over and over again doesn't build muscle after 60. It may help your heart or joints, but it won't stop muscle loss. And according to studies, doing the same resistance over time leads to what's called training stagnation. Your muscles get used to it. They stop responding. Worse, they may start breaking down again. Another common misstep, focusing only on isolation, exercises things like leg extensions or bicep curls. These can make you feel like you're working hard, but they often ignore the big muscle groups that truly support balance, mobility, and independence. But the number one mistake that steals progress away from so many seniors, not training to fatigue. Fatigue doesn't mean pain. It means reaching that point in a movement where you say, I can't do one more clean rep. It's that signal right at the edge of effort that tells your body, rebuild me stronger, and without it, that message never gets delivered. In fact, research from McMaster University found that older adults who trained to momentary fatigue, even using light weights, gained more strength than those who used heavier weights without reaching that point. Unfortunately, many seniors have been told not to push themselves, to play it safe. But here's the real danger: not challenging your muscles at all. When muscles aren't activated deeply enough, the consequences go far beyond weakness. It increases your risk of falling. It slows your metabolism, raises blood sugar levels, and slowly chips away at your ability to live independently. And the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to reclaim what you've lost. But there's good news. You don't need a gym. You don't need hours of time. What you need is a smarter, more progressive approach. One that challenges your muscles just enough without harming your joints. So here's a simple rule. Challenge your muscles, not your joints. Use your own body weight. Try resistance bands. Slow down your movements to add time under tension. Focus on how it feels, not how long it takes. Quality over quantity. Even small changes, done with intention, can spark powerful results. You just need to give your body a reason to grow. Now that you understand the common mistakes, let's look at what happens when you get it right. Because this isn't just theory. It's not a hope or a guess. There are real people just like you who've reversed decades of muscle loss and are living proof that age is not the limit. You might be thinking, that sounds great, but does it really work? Let's find out. Meet the people scientists call super-agers, men and women in their 70s, 80s, and even 90s who move, lift, and function like they're 30 years younger. This isn't a marketing term. It's a scientific classification used by researchers to describe older adults who maintain physical strength, endurance, and balance far beyond what's considered typical for their age. And this isn't just about passing a fitness test in a lab. These individuals climb stairs without holding the railing. They garden, lift groceries, ride bikes, and some even play recreational sports into their 80s. Most astonishing of all, many outperform younger adults in controlled strength tests. So, what's the secret behind this remarkable vitality? They all share one powerful habit: they train with purpose. Specifically, they use progressive resistance training, not occasionally, but consistently. For them, building strength is just as routine as brushing their teeth. In one landmark study, Older adults who followed a brief but focused strength routine each day had the same lean muscle mass and functional strength as people in their late 30s. No magic, no supplements, just short, high-quality sessions done with consistency. But it gets even better. Other research shows that small, smart stressors like heat exposure also enhance recovery and muscle repair. For example, seniors who regularly use saunas just a few times a week retained significantly more muscle and showed less decline over time. It's called hormetic stress, a positive form of stress that makes the body more resilient. Still think it's too late. A study from the University of Alabama followed adults in their 80s who had never strength trained before. After just 12 weeks of guided resistance training, they gained over 3 pounds of lean muscle and increased their strength by more than 35%. That's right. In only 3 months, their bodies responded like they were decades younger. But that's not all. These participants also improved their balance, bone density, blood sugar regulation, and even cognitive clarity. Let's be honest. When was the last time any pill did all of that? What this shows us is simple. Age doesn't dictate your strength. Your daily habits do. These super-agers aren't elite athletes or genetically gifted exceptions. They're regular people who decided not to give up. They made a choice. They gave their muscles a reason to grow, and their bodies listened. Because here's something we often forget. Your body hears every message you send it. If the message is, "I'm done," your muscles retreat. But if the message is, "I still need you," they step forward and rise to the challenge. By now, you've seen real results from older adults who rebuilt their strength. But what's the science behind it? Why does this one habit, progressive resistance training, seem to work like magic for seniors? It's not luck or hype. It's biology. Let's break down 5 proven reasons why this practice is not just effective, but essential if you want to age with strength, energy, and independence. First, resistance training helps your body overcome something called anabolic resistance. As you age, your muscles stop responding as well to food and movement. This is why many seniors lose muscle, even if they eat protein or stay active. But regular resistance training resets that sensitivity. According to studies in the Journal of Nutrition, your muscles can become responsive again, allowing your body to use nutrients and movement to build and maintain strength even in your 70s or 80s. Second, it triggers what scientists call longevity genes. These are genes with names like FOXO and SIRT1, and they're like biological repair crews. When you challenge your muscles with effort, these genes activate improving cell repair, preserving muscle tissue, and even extending your healthy lifespan. It's not about lifting heavy, it's about creating the right kind of signal. Third, resistance training actively fights chronic inflammation, also known as inflammaging. As we get older, a low-grade inflammatory state can quietly damage muscle, joint, and organ health. But here's the powerful part. Every time you do strength work, your body releases natural anti-inflammatory compounds called cytokines. Think of them as your body's internal fire extinguishers, calming inflammation and protecting your health from the inside out. Fourth, resistance training switches on something called muscle protein synthesis, MPS, the body's repair and growth mechanism. Muscles don't grow during exercise. They grow after. When your body enters recovery mode, one well-structured strength session, even as short as 10 minutes, can stimulate MPS for up to 72 hours. That means a little bit of the right training gives you days of benefit, far more than long walks or light cardio alone. Fifth, it restores the brain-to-muscle connection, which naturally declines with age. As we grow older, the nerves that tell our muscles how to move can misfire or weaken, leading to slower reflexes and poor balance. But studies from the University of Michigan show that coordinated strength movements like squats, rows, and push-ups reactivate these neural pathways. Every repetition is like rebooting the communication system between your mind and your muscles. Now, think about this. What happens when you combine all 5 of these effects? You get stronger muscles, better balance, faster recovery, lower inflammation, and sharper cognitive function, all from one intentional habit. This isn't just exercise. It's a total biological upgrade. And here's the exciting part: you don't need a gym, fancy machines, or long workouts to access these benefits. You just need to start small, be consistent, and challenge your muscles the right way. In the next section, we'll show you exactly how to begin this habit safely, even if you haven't exercised in years, and how to build it into your day with just 10 focused minutes. So, you're ready to take back your strength, rebuild your muscles, and feel like yourself again. The good news: you don't need a fancy gym, complicated machines, or a personal trainer to get started. All you need is your body, a little space, and a plan that works with you, not against you. We call it the 10-minute strength blueprint. It's simple, senior-friendly, and designed to grow with you over time. Step 1. Build your foundation with stability. Before we focus on strength, we focus on stability. That means improving balance, posture, and joint alignment, because without a stable foundation, even strong muscles can't protect you. Start each session with a 2 to 3 minute warm-up. March in place for 30 seconds to wake up your legs. Circle your arms forward and back, 30 seconds each. To loosen your shoulders, do wall-supported heel raises 10 to 15 times to activate your calves. Try seated leg extensions 10 per leg to awaken your thighs. These gentle movements wake up your nervous system and prepare your body safely. Step 2. Focus on 3 essential movements. Forget about overwhelming workout routines. All you need are 3 simple movements that mirror daily life. 1. Chair squats. Sit down and stand up slowly from a chair. This strengthens your legs and core. 2 reps. If it feels easy, hold water bottles for extra challenge or increase the reps. 2. Wall push-ups. Stand facing a wall with arms extended. Slowly lower yourself toward the wall, then push back. Start with 8 to 10 reps. Once you feel stronger, try using a countertop for added resistance. 3. Seated resistance band rows. Wrap a resistance band around your feet and pull toward your torso like you're rowing. If you don't have a band, use a towel and mimic the motion. This improves posture and works your back. These compound movements activate large muscle groups without stressing your joints, and they're powerful enough to spark real muscle growth. Step 3. Train to fatigue, not pain. You don't need to push through pain, but you do need to reach the point where your muscles say, "That's enough." That's called momentary muscle fatigue. And it's the sweet spot where your body begins to rebuild. Whether it takes 6 or 16 reps, your goal is to move with control and rest when needed. Aim for 2 rounds of each movement, 3 times a week. That's it. You'll likely see changes within 2 to 4 weeks. Step 4. Track your progress. Don't chase perfection, track your progress. Use a small notebook or your phone to jot down what you did, how many reps, and how you felt. This not only builds motivation, but also helps your brain recognize that this new habit matters. Step 5. Recover smart. Muscles grow during rest, not during the workout. So make recovery part of your routine. Drink water after each session. Eat 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein, eggs, lentils, Greek yogurt, or a simple smoothie. Add 1 or 2 sessions a week of light walking, stretching, or Tai Chi to promote blood flow and joint mobility. You don't have to do it perfectly. Just do it consistently. Even 10 minutes a day can change how you move, how you feel, and how you age. Just when you thought you had all the tools, here comes one final secret that Super-Agers use to double their results, and it's something most seniors never hear about. The first hidden hack is heat exposure. That means taking saunas, warm baths, or even trying gentle hot yoga. Research from Finland revealed that older adults who use saunas 4 to 7 times per week experienced up to 40% less muscle loss. They also had better blood flow, heart health, and even greater production of something called heat shock proteins. These proteins help muscles recover and protect them from future breakdown. And here's the great part. Just 10 to 15 minutes of heat after a workout can make a big difference in how fast and strong your muscles grow. The second hidden habit is intermittent fasting, but in a safe and senior-friendly way. You do not need to skip meals or starve yourself. It simply means eating all your meals within a consistent 8 to 10 hour window, like from 10 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Studies from leading research centers show that this pattern improves how your body repairs itself, boosts muscle cell health, and supports hormone balance. In fact, one study found a 10% increase in muscle function over 12 weeks with no added exercise. You do not have to do both. Just choose one to begin with. Maybe add heat to your post-workout routine a few days a week, or try keeping your meals within a set time frame. These little adjustments create what scientists call positive stress, not the kind that breaks you down, but the kind that challenges your body to get stronger, repair faster, and stay youthful. When combined with daily resistance work, these habits help super-agers recover better, feel less sore, and build lasting strength even in their 70s and 80s. You do not need to go to extremes. You just need to be thoughtful, consistent, and willing to try something new. If you're still here, that says something powerful. You've just absorbed life-changing knowledge that most people your age will never hear. You're no longer guessing. You know the truth. Muscle loss isn't destiny, it's a decision. And today, you can make a new one. Let's be honest, if your body still has the ability to build strength, if your brain still connects to your muscles, and if your daily habits matter more than your DNA, then what else is possible? Could you regain your balance, your energy, even your sharpness of mind? The answer is yes. Because your body listens to every signal you send, and the strongest one is the choice to keep going. Remember, this isn't just about muscles. This is about freedom. It's about being able to stand up without fear, carry your groceries with ease, play with your grandkids, and move through life with confidence again. Thousands of older adults around the world, people just like you, are already rebuilding their strength with this habit. They didn't wait for a miracle. They made one decision, just one. So, what's your one habit going to be? Pick one thing from this video that spoke to you. Is it resistance training? Is it heat exposure? Maybe it's eating in a time window, or simply getting up from a chair without using your hands. Start there, just one shift. And don't wait, do it today. Then, we want to hear from you. Scroll down and leave a comment. What habit are you starting with? What surprised you the most in this video? We read every single one, and your story could inspire someone else to begin their own. And if this video helped you even in a small way, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with a friend or loved one who might need a boost. Hit the subscribe button to join our growing community of strong, smart, and unstoppable older adults. Because this isn't the end. This is where your next chapter begins. And if one habit can restore your strength, imagine what the next one might do.